is Friday. Welcome to Street Trifles on AllNews Nigeria TV, and I am Praise Ganiu. And yes, Street Trifle is a platform given to Nigerians to state and to vent out their anger on any issue disturbing to them. And yes, we're on the street of Lagos to know which issue is the most disturbing to Nigerians. Do stay with us. I'll be right back.
Lastma in Lagos State. Lastma in Lagos State, in fact, they are not doing their major work again. They were created during Tinubu era, and the major reason why they were created is to control traffic for the ease flow of movements. But you can see, starting from Fashola era up to this time, in fact, their aim and objective is to arrest. And from that, they will collect money from all these drivers. And when they are taken to the office, they ask them to bring 20,000, 50,000. And this thing affects business, affects Nigeria. So I would like government to look into last man activities. It's very worrisome. It's very, very worrisome. The VIO, the same thing. So please, the governor should look into it, and all other stakeholders concerning Lastma. In fact, if you ask any Nigerian or Lagos citizen, the major issue concerning business or any of these transporters, their major problem is Lastma. If they can do something concerning Lastma, in fact, I think Lagos State will be better, and the use of traffic will be so easy. So that's my concern.
What is actually bothering me as a person is the resumption of schools. I think the teachers are not put into consideration. I think that is my most concern now. The palliatives being shared here and there. I think teachers, both in the public and the private schools, were actually left out of this process. And that is not fair. And I know that educational sector in Nigeria, I think, is playing a major role. If I'm not mistaken, far above any other sector, I think education should be the most priority of the government. But it's sad to see that Nigerian teachers, both private and public, are totally left out and uncared for. I'm a teacher, by the way, so that is why I have to say this, and I'm not supposed to have my feeling at this juncture. We have to be frank. The government have to, and government starters have to really see to this. So I think that is my major concern.
A lot that the government can do starting from the COVID-19, because firstly, the rules are not being followed, most especially the commercial buses. And again, if you look at what is happening now, how many Nigerians, or let me say Lagosians, make use of their nose mask, despite the directive from the state government. Then when you look around, you look at the activities of the police. They are using the opportunity to siphon money from the poor Nigerians, and the government needs to do something about it. Well, I agree with them that the government cannot do it all. To every 12 disciple, you always find one Judas. So, but let government also have another way of disciplining those erring officers. Thank you.
Àwọn ìjọba wa kàn ràn wá lọ́wọ́, àríṣẹ́ sí, àrí gbogbo ẹ̀ sí, ebi ń pa wá, kò náà fara wọn ti ba nǹkan jẹ́, kàn bá ní wá nǹkan sí sọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà, ní tání láti bá wọn sọ nìyẹn. Tó rí òkè bá ti dá, ìsàlẹ̀ náà máa dá, ní tání láti bá wọn sọ nìyẹn. Wọn ò ṣẹ̀ wá, àwọn náà dẹ̀ ṣẹ̀ wá ládìbò yàn wọn, kí wọ́n ṣàánú wa.
I'm not happy about the street or this thing. If it rains like this rain, the rain will carry everybody away. There's no way to pass, there's no way to listen. But then they collect the so-called land use And we have been paying all these things. We don't know what they are doing with the money. So what are they doing with the money? Everybody is paying, and we're being harassed by the police. They say they have banned Okada, they banned Kakemarua. So if I come here, I will trek like 3-4 miles before I get my house. At what age? I'm 72 years old now. So what do they want us to do? There's no bus, there's no road for them to pass and all that kind of stuff. So please, let us tell Sanwo-Olu, Governor Sanwo-Olu, to come and Segun Akinola Street, Abuleba, by Awori bus stop. Thank you very much, my dear.
I'm talking on the issue about rape. This rape issue is not just what government should be overlooked. And the higher institution, the lecturers, the vice chancellors, and the parents is not the issue they can just ignore. It's a pandemic on its own. And if care was not taken, the rate, this rape issue, a 80 years old man, rape 4 years, small girl. Do you think that one is an ordinary? Number one, what causes this? No fear of God anymore. No fear of God in anywhere now. And this thing concerns most women. Mostly, the way the women are dressing this day is satanic. Let's cut a spade a spade. It's satanic, and all what this thing they are did, it came from Queen of the Coast from India. All these so-called fashions is from the Queen of the Coast from India. I'm an evangelist by the court, and God gave me to proclaim the coming of the Lord. So we have all the facts concerning all these so-called fashions. It's from the Mami Water from India, Queen of the Coast. Is the one who initiated all this so-called fashion, and it's the beginning of this rape. So see the way the women are dressing now. You call it Ayola Julawa. He has been bothering my mind for long, and thank God today I can say it out. I don't have so-called this Facebook or what so-called but I've expressed my mind. Let the government, all the higher institutions, all the vice chancellor, all the lecturers, all the parents teach their child in the way of God and their student in the way of God, and all the others and our leaders, they should have the fear of God.
So what I want to talk about is this issue of pandemic and I have other issue too, which is police stuff. But the first issue is that a lot of my friends over there in this coronavirus issue, they gave them a lot of all this palliative stuff and all these things. But all those people, they are not having two heads. Do you understand that? And most people are from Nigeria, and they also benefited from it. But these are our leaders. The money that masses are supposed to share, one person will have it in his own tank. All those things is very bad. There is a lot of suffering in this country, and it's very bad. So I don't know, maybe there is a preparation for that to share for the masses, but I'm not normally sure maybe it's true or not. Because I'm hearing here and there they are ready to share nose masks. Will people eat nose masks? So all those things is not done. Then this issue of police too, concerning this Lagos government, they announced that number one, they should be using nose masks and they should not see any Okada around. But our police, I don't know, maybe in Nigeria, let me just say Lagos State, they are using that one as a sort of business. And governments are not showing attitude to that one. If your Okada is being gotten now, they say you should go and find maybe 30,000 or 40,000. With that, serve as an obedience or what? So all those things. But I believe that, though I don't really think that it's a new thing to me. I believe that within this country and air fire, I don't think that is different. If you can pass through Nigeria, you can be ready to face fire. So that's my own perspective. So all this media, you should find something to do so that our government will know the pains that the masses are facing.
The politicians, the elites, the downtrodden, the plebs, they never thought of this kind of thing. Their concern was like, when this kind of things tend to happen, they tend to travel around and pay much homage to their side there. But this was an issue where there was no place like called home. No safe haven for anyone. They were all forced to be here. If you go remember to the archives of paper every day, you see how many of them are dying because of the poor, dilapidated state of hospital we tend to have here. But if they pay much justice towards what we have here, I think there would have been much requirement to save also. So I think even though it brought its advantage also, but I tend to pay more advantage towards it. More aspect of saving and more of it to paying back to our society more. I think if we could do much of that, then more is expected of us at the long run.
That was a whole lot of issues disturbing to Nigerians. We've heard what Nigerians have to say about various issues disturbing to them. We've heard what they have to say about Lastma, about police, reopening of schools, COVID-19, bad roads, and all of that. Do well to like the video, drop your comments, share, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos. See you next time.